Robert Z. This video is a response to your 500 subscribers contest to talk about what is a Grail, to show some of our Grails. And so what the hell is a Grail? Is a Grail a record that I own, that you never will? Is a Grail a record of music that is just better than anything anyone else could possibly listen to? Or is a Grail something that most people have said in their own responses, a record I'm just happy to have in my collection? For one reason or another, it means something to me. And who gives a rattlesnake's ass if it means anything to anyone else? So there's gotta be a few of them around here somewhere. Give me a second, I'll see what I can find. Cheers, Robert Z. That one's for you, baby. 500 subscribers. You have got to be kidding me. If anyone watches this video that is not subscribed to Robert Z, the link to his channel is below. Haul ass. So Robert wanted to see some Grails. Whew, what a subjective term. You know, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. There's been some phenomenal responses to this. So here's just a handful of albums that I consider Grails, and maybe even a sentence or two about why. But I promise not to drag it out or bore you to tears. Maybe a Grail is an album that hasn't been out for a long time. It's been around, but it's been crazy price. Hundreds of dollars for a copy. And then it's finally reissued. Hunt over. So, a record, a Grail, could be something that you're just happy to own. How about Dream Theater's Images and Words? Untouchable. Untouchable for decades on vinyl. Unless you wanted to drop a third of the mortgage payment on it. How about Faith No More's The Real Thing? Same thing. Recently reissued. It's been available in the UK, but stateside, whew, big money. Here's another Grail for me. How about Rush's Vapor Trails Remixed? $300 to $400 for an original press that sounds like it was recorded in a dumpster. So a Grail can be, for me, something I'm just tremendously pleased to own, over the moon about, and that I enjoy. That's the whole bottom line, right? That's the point of this hobby. Enjoy what you have. Maybe a Grail is an album that is just balls out difficult to find. Hasn't been reissued, like Heartbreak Station by Cinderella. Maybe a Grail is an album that is unbelievable to find, that you trip over in the wild for an unbelievable price. How about $10 for an authentic original pressing of Pink Floyd's The Division Bell? Flipping through. This is an album that I found a long time ago, 100% sealed original copy of Kiss's Love Gun. Hell no, I'm not opening it, and why should I? I have 2 or 3 others that I can listen to all day long. That's been sitting silent in the shrink for decades, and there it stays. Now on to maybe the more sentimental side. We all collect music-related items as well, right? So how about something that came right from the house, Robert Z himself? Here's the letter that came with it. And now playing on my sentimental side, which seems to be coming out more and more the older that I get. In this music room, in this collection, this is a Grail. A tremendously easy to find album. Here's Marillion's Misplaced Childhood. Why the hell is this a Grail? It was sent to me by Gil, King's drummer. What's going on, Gil? This is an album, you know, Marillion is a band that I just never latched on to, never really heard much. Once I got this, and it sat on the shelf for 8 months, I spun it, and I've now been chasing down everything Marillion has ever released. Here's a copy of Ozzy's No More Tears. This came from Jonas, Sublime Media over in Sweden. Jonas, thank you. That's totally a Grail. It's something that's near impossible to find in the US, and it has a sentimental value attached. How about something that's a one-of-a-kind? Ottavio, guess I'm just a spud boy, went out of his way to get Triumph's first and second albums personally autographed. Those, for me, are Grails. How about this from Mibbertube, Mark and Skeeter. I won the contest as a prize. Over the top, German copy of Rush's Roll the Bones. Rush's counterpart. This is a Russian press. This is a Grail, again in the sentimental sense, in that Brandon, Mr. Hall of Fame, but took up a collection and showed that there's strength in numbers. Brandon was able to rally enough support to add Rush counterparts to my collection. And the more that I think about it, the more that I think they're all Grails. And they're all Grails because I'm just happy to own them. That's my spin on it, Bobby. I hope you enjoyed it. Vinyl community, cheers. And Bobby, here's to 500 more in no time.